Air squats are a really great exercise and a really great movement for multiple different reasons. We can use them as a warm-up. We can do them anywhere, right? So if we don't really have much equipment, if we're traveling and we kind of want to get some strength going, maybe some mobility, we can work on air squats. We can also throw air squats into workouts, like HIIT workouts, little circuit workouts, and things like that as well. So air squats are just squatting body weight. Pretty simple, right? To start, we want to have close to ideal position of our feet, the width of our stance, right? So the way that we can do that is we can do a little hop, and where we land is where we're going to be most comfortable in our squat. So a little hop, and I land a little bit wide, which I already know that about myself. I have a very wide squat. And so mine are just a little bit wider than hip width, maybe shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider. Personally, I prefer to keep my feet at a 45-degree angle, not forward and not out to the sides either. Nice 45-degree angle. So just play around with whatever feels comfortable for you and what your body will allow you to do in terms of mobility. When we squat, we want to keep our core nice and tight, and we want to think about dropping our butt straight down. So you'll hear a lot of coaches cue to get your butt back and then down. I personally don't like that cue because then we are activating more of our glutes, and we're now performing more of a hinge motion rather than a squatting motion. And it just takes away access to our quad muscles, so our thigh muscles. We're gonna be activating our posterior chain and our glutes more than our quads. So core nice and tight, and think about dropping our butt straight down. Personally, without shoes on, I don't have great ankle mobility, and so I can't get super low in my squat. So work within what your body will allow you, and then I'll show you in a second a way that we can maybe grant you a little bit more range of motion access. But for now, core tight, and then butt is straight down. So core tight, butt straight down. And when we stand, we want to be neutral again. We don't want to squeeze our butt and thrust our hips forward too much. So what we don't really want is down and then this motion, right? So straight down and straight up. A little bit of a butt squeeze, nothing crazy. Straight down and straight up. Now, if we want a little bit more depth and we want to access our quads a little bit more too, we can elevate our heels. And this will really help kick on those quad muscles, those thigh muscles. Again, I like to keep my feet at a 45-degree angle. Same, everything else applies. Core nice and tight, butt is going straight down. So straight down, and you can see I get a lot more range of motion, right? Because now my heels are elevated and I've really opened up my ankle joint a lot. So it grants me more range of motion with my squat. This is really easy to do at home on any sort of elevated surface. It just really needs to be something small that can be a piece of, like a 2x4 piece of wood. It could be a door jamb, a small tiny step, really anything to allow you to just open up that ankle joint a little bit more, and that'll just grant you more access to a fuller range of motion. So straight down and straight up, straight down and straight up. Slight glute squeeze, not thrusting forward, straight down and straight up. So hope that was helpful. Give it a shot, let me know how it goes.